Hey guys, Kathy here from Parents Academy. Today we're going to talk a little bit about communication styles. So often we say, my kids don't listen to me, they blow me off, they don't pay attention until I start screaming. Well, basically, we've taught them you don't have to listen until it looks like mom's head is about to explode. If you see that vein throbbing in dad's head, then it's time to tune in. But until then, don't worry about it. We've kind of set up a standard. Our children respond to what we use. And if we use a lot of yelling, then they kind of start figuring out how long is the rope, how long will it last before he snaps or before she blows up. When we look at communication styles, if the style in our home is yelling and sarcasm, then that's what we're going to get from our children as well, yelling and sarcasm. We're not going to get the kind of results we want if we're confrontational and angry. So much of the time, kids start learning, well, he's always like that, so it doesn't matter. What we want to do is look at how can we stay in a calm adult mode, and that's pretty difficult because our emotions are going to be set off and they're going to be triggered by things our kids do and don't do. When we look at communication styles, one of the styles that we get into when we're angry and frustrated is the critical parent style. And the critical parent style is the one who points out all the things you should be doing, shows you all the ways you're doing it wrong, and lets you know what you should be doing. The critical parent style is when the sarcasm comes in. That's a style that points out everything you should have been doing differently. And the critical parent style is the one who's going to put down whatever you didn't do up to their layer and their level. You don't feel like cooperating with someone who's critical because no matter what you do, it'll never be good enough. So that's not really going to build encouragement for our children or for any other, adults in our lives if we're coming at them from the critical parent style. Other times, we've been triggered, and so we go into child mode. And the child mode is like, why me? You don't listen to me. Everyone, we get in child mode, and that's our tantrum behavior. That's when we huff and we puff and we blow the house down and we throw things and we lose our temper. In child mode, it doesn't mean we're being childish. It means that we are totally unable to control our emotions. We don't expect a newborn or a young infant to be able to control themselves when they're angry or upset. They're about to go off. Well, just because we got older and we grew up and we got out of diapers doesn't mean we got out of child mode. If we're using our tantrums or emotions to control others, we're stuck in child mode. If we get in victim mode, we're stuck in child mode. So if we're in victim mode, that's giving our child the upper hand. If we're in critical parent mode, we're stomping on them and they don't ever have a chance. So what can we do? What are our choices in between pointing out everything they ever did wrong since 2008 or blaming them for everything that ever happened to us? Neither one of those is really going to get good results, is it? If we can stay in adult mode is when we concentrate on taking a breath before we answer. In adult mode, we try to keep strong emotions out of our reactions. We don't go to every argument we've been invited to. In adult mode, we try to look at what are reasonable and fair consequences. We're going to stay away from sarcasm. We're going to stay away from shaming. It can take a concerted effort on our part to come down when someone is critical to us or to step back when someone comes at us in attack mode. But staying in adult mode is where we just say, you made a bad choice. And you won't be going to the park today because you didn't clean up your room on time. And that's different. Well, I knew you weren't going to clean your room. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I already told your cousin you weren't going to be going because I know you don't clean up when you're supposed to. That's a critical parent. Well, nobody gets to go. None of us get to go. You've grounded the whole family because you didn't do your work. That's the child mode, the victim mode coming in. But if you just hold them accountable, keep calm and say, you didn't choose to clean the room, so you didn't choose the park today. We don't have to rub it in. That's what the critical parent does. We don't have to huff and puff and blow the house down. That's what the child does. When we're in adult mode, we can just speak the truth. You didn't bring your library book and I won't be turning around to go back. We're not all going to be late. That's different than, you're making me late, I'm going to lose my job. It's your fault. we're not helping our child there learn to make good choices. If we want to help them learn to deal with their emotions, they have to see us dealing with our emotions in a way that is not harmful to us or to others. So, next time you feel your temper going up, see if you can just take a breath, step back for a minute, and think about, what will my response say to my child? Does it say, "You're hideous, I can't stand you, you're ruining my life"? Or does it say, "You made a bad choice and there is a result for that. We're going to get through this together. I value and appreciate you, and so I'm not going to say something that's going to be stepping on top of you. I might say, I'm really angry right now and I need a few minutes." That's different than blowing up on your child. "I'm very disappointed and I need for us to talk about this in a little while." That's adult mode. Chasing them all around the house to get the last word in. That doesn't sound like adult mode, does it? So whether you're looking at a challenging relationship with a child, a teenager, or an adult, try to step back, don't let others trigger you, and look to see what can I do to help myself calm down so that I'm ready to talk to the people I love in a way that does say, "I love you." Thank you for joining us here on Parents Academy. We got your back.